Hey guys, it's Podge, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys a quick update on my character that I've been playing for the start of Delirium League, and that is a Bladefall / Blade Blast Chieftain. And I've got to admit, like, it's definitely taken some, I would say some work, but it's been a lot of fun trying to push this character to where I sort of want it to be. It's currently level 82. I haven't been able to put a lot of playtime in this league, unfortunately. I've had a lot of craziness going on with the coronavirus and all that sort of stuff. Not me personally, but like sort of people in Australia have all been panic buying a bunch of stuff. So I've had to go out and buy a bunch of shit for my family and that, because, you know, they're all a bit sort of crazy about it. But whatever. So I haven't put as much time in as I'd like to, but still, this character's coming along very nicely. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay first. I basically have just got to yellow maps, so I am a bit over leveled for the content, I'm not going to lie, but like I just want to show you how the build functions. It's a self-cast Blade Blast / Bladefall, and basically Blade Blast does all of my damage just about, so let's get into it. Let's find some enemies. And where's a Delirium at? That's where what I'm after. I am playing in SSF. And yeah, let's do it. Where's some enemies at? Basically, I find the best strat for these things is to pretty much just don't backtrack and don't pick up anything until at the end of it. Wait, so this is a unique one. That's sick. So I'm just basically going to try and clear. So basically the build functions as use Flame Dash for mobility. You lay down your Blade Falls, and then you detonate all those Blade Falls with Blade Blast. I'm using Spell Cascade on Blade Fall, just so that you basically get 3 casts per one. Also using Spell Echo on them, so you kind of get like a double pop effect. It's really nice. Really nice for single target, that's for sure. And with Herald of Ash, you also get some very nice pops for... I'm getting a lot of these splinters, this is sick. You get a lot of nice pops for single target bossing and stuff as well, so you can do quite heavy damage if you can line them up really right. You can do some pretty hefty deeps. This is a bad example because these dudes have a lot of health. Where are we at? Where's the boss? Have I already killed him? Nah, I don't think so. It's alright though, we're just going to keep plodding along. We've lost the Delirium, but that's okay. We're not bothered. Gonna start looting stuff now. Whoa! Hey, that's nice. Gems reward type. Hell yeah, dude. Sick. Wait, what the hell boots are these? What is this? Siege Breaker. Energy Shield, Life, Chaos Resist. Minions have a 5% chance to taunt. That's sick. Caustic Ground on Death. What? That's a hell nifty unique item. I like it. Hang on, there's another splinter up here. Wait, there's a couple. So basically, yeah, this is kind of how the build functions. It's not the fastest clearer. I've got very scuffed gear as well at the moment. But it does, it's very fun to play, I've got to admit. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much. It's very satisfying. I almost compare it to kind of like a Vile Ice Nova, like just where you can pop off a ton of chains. But the other good thing about it is, I am just using a Tabula, but you can just use Blade Blast like that. Because I'm using Spell Echo, you get sort of double the ticks. And it still does clear stuff just fine. And really, all you're after is Bladefall for single target, pretty much. I'm trying to find the boss, and I've no freaking idea where he is. I don't know this map layout very well. I am using I would like to be using Vile Righteous Fire. Oh, here's the boss, I think. Alright, so where is he? Let's lay some blades down. Pop Righteous Fire. Rolled noob. So there you go, that's basically it, right? That's where we're at anyway. I don't have enough to sustain this just yet, but it's okay, because we will get there pretty soon. So yeah, so that's the gameplay loop anyway. Next I'm going to go over the skills that I'm using. Okay, so first off, Bladefall, right? I'm using Bladefall with Spell Cascade, spell Echo, so you basically get double cast, where it rains sort of in 3 sort of like loops. So you kind of get almost 6 casts per cast, if that kind of makes sense. Because this is 3 casts and this is double that. So I'm guessing it's 6 casts, right? And then I'm using combustion support, so basically gives me some chance to ignite. But the reason I'm using it is because it says enemies ignited by the skill have minus 19 fire res, which is great synergy because Blade Blast, right? We're converting all of our physical spells to fire, right? So we're pure fire damage. So we're using Blade Blast with Spell Echo because you get like a double pop. So you pop them and you get... Whereas without it, you just sort of get... It just seems a bit slower, right, to deal damage. We're using Fire Penetration, added fire damage. So we get 42% of physical as extra fire. Obviously, this is only level 18 gem. We got Controlled Destruction for more spell damage as well, and then Elemental Focus. So this one can't ignite. I was tossing up between using Immolate or not, but I decided against it. I don't think it's worth it. So that's the main 2 skills anyway. Also, my gear is so bad, dude. Just ignore my gear. My belt sucks too. But anyway, in the next one, we're using Cast when damage taken, Wave of Conviction for the fire exposure, Curse on hit flammability as well, and that's a very nice just auto cursing things, you know, whenever you take a bit of damage. It's really nice. The other cast when damage taken setup is not finished yet, but we've got cast when damage taken Molten Shell. I would like this to be Val Molten Shell, so I still have like an active ability to press and increased duration. Not sure if there's a better support I could be using here. And then in here is Righteous Fire. I'd like this to be Val Righteous Fire though. And I would probably swap it with my Decoy Totem just so it lasts a bit longer, but that's something I'm going to do once this is leveled up, and if I can get a Val Righteous Fire, that'd be really nice. And obviously for Flame Dash, Arcane Surge, and Second Wind support, it's very nice. I would, if I had an extra length here, I would go with faster casting too, but unfortunately I do not. And Decoy Totem in here, just because I had an extra slot, and I was like, yeah, Decoy Totem's pretty good. It keeps shit off my back for a while, so it's pretty handy. Herald of Ash, Clarity for just a little bit of mana regen, not a very high level one. And Anger, so basically just a lot of fire damage and stuff. Flasks, I'm using a Granite Flask, Seething Divine Life Flask of Staunching, as usual. Just a regen flask, basically. You know, Sulfur Flask, blah, blah, blah. Quicksilver Flask, which I need to roll, and quality and all that stuff as well. As I was saying before, a bit scuffed at the moment, but we're getting there. And just a crap mana flask just in case I need topping up. Now for passives, we've finished our planned passive tree, right? I haven't got a jewel in here yet, but we've planned our passive tree. We've basically come up, grabbed this, got a jewel socket here that literally just gives us life and onslaught. Come down here. The only thing I had to change from the planned tree was I had to grab these 2 points just for a bit of reduced mana cost. And a bit more extra mana because we were struggling a little bit with some. We have got a cluster jewel in here now, but this is just a temporary one. Basically just spell damage. This one gives us hinder, and this one has a little bit of knockback. So these are definitely like, this is one of my next goals is to definitely be like getting a better cluster jewel and maybe one with a socket so I can branch out. I haven't found that many good ones yet, so I plan on finding some better ones for sure. My Ascendancy, I haven't done Merciless Lab yet, actually, so we've got Namahu's Flame Advance, Hinakora's Death Fury in Cruel, we've got Tasalio's Cleansing Water in Merciless, and for Uber Lab, I'm tossing up between getting Arangui's Moon Presence, basically so if my Decoy Totem's out, things take a bit more extra fire damage, which is pretty good, or Tauhawa Forest Strength, basically for endurance charge generation whenever I flame dash, and a tiny bit more of increased damage. I mean, it's not much, it's like 30%, so I don't know if it's worth it for offensive, but for defensive it's pretty strong because it gives me endurance charges. So it would make my if I was to use something like you know, Immortal Call or something, it would make it last a bit longer as well, so there is that option as well. But yeah, so basically my goals now to upgrade all my gear, get some jewel sockets, a better cluster jewel for sure. And for my gear, like, my gear is pretty average at best. Like, my amulet doesn't even have life on it. It's got a lot of resist though, which is pretty good. This ring's not too bad, I guess. It's got life, it's got a bunch of resists and a socket, so it's not too bad. My shield I can definitely upgrade. I think it has space for another prefix and a suffix, so if I can get some veiled mods added onto that or something, it would be kind of nice. I can remove the double damage craft if I wanted to. This ring's pretty nice, actually. It's got dex, and dex is my biggest sort of requirement for this character, because obviously my main skills require dex, so it's definitely worth doing. My belt is absolutely shite. It has chaos res and a bit of life, so that's pretty much all it's got going for it at the moment. I'm looking to upgrade into a Stygian Vise, but I have not got the currency to craft a good one yet, so that's definitely my first order of business anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna post another update on this build, basically when I feel like it's at its pretty much its point where I'm happy with it. As like an SSF player, I can't go crazy into like meta crafting and stuff, especially not this early in the league. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and click subscribe if you want more PoE videos like this, or, you know, news or whatever like that. And yeah, guys, you can check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/podge92, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!